What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Flying Raccoon Suit. And we're going to listen to a song I have already reacted to in video form, but I decided I am just going to go through the vinyl in the order of the tracks, even though I have heard this one before, in part because we have the lyric insert sheet, and thus I'll be able to sort of track the lines in a more specific way than I did during the video reaction. Though, to be fair, because of the visuals, and shout out to the members of the band and or the production of the video who gave me some insight on where that video came from and the personal connection. The meaning of the song did come across quite notably, maybe not in every single contour because it was my first listen, but the essence of how the visuals connected to some of the lyrical themes and how they can be seen as a figurative or metaphorical representation of the more interpersonal character of the lyrics definitely gave me a lot of insight, and thus, even though I will look forward to seeing, line by line, word by word, the lyrics after this audio reaction, I was very much impressed. Where, I talk about it a lot, like, videos can do different things, and I was born in the 80s, or right at the beginning of the 80s, 1980, and so I grew up watching, 80s music videos, where many of them are iconic, whether you're talking synth pop or pop rock or whatever, but a lot of them from back then, they just have this crazy, I have no idea how this connects to the themes of the song, but it's visually compelling, and so you just kind of go along with it. But of course, I do also appreciate when a video is more purposeful and not as zany or as out there, if you will, and I think that is the case with this one, even if it also had a bit of zaniness and comedy to it. So let's give this a listen. This is Swan Song, a track from the 2023 album Moonflower by Flying Raccoon Suit. Make sure I got it on the right side. I do.
So high.
Beautiful. It is a fantastic song. I do love, especially in terms of the sonics, that little, I think, saxophone flourish right near the end, as well as that guitar-driven interlude between the majority of the track, the first like 75% or so, and then that outro. And I also like her vocal extensions in the latter half, as well as the way it strips most of the parts out for that like very, or at least more emotional moment near the end of the track as well. So yeah, top tune, and let us give a read through of the specific lyrics, and this time I've come prepared. These old eyes of mine, they do struggle to see sometimes text that is both small and written in a certain color with a particular color background. So yes, I have come prepared. Let us give this a read. Okay, so Swan Song, which I have to mention really quickly. I did a reaction to a Lorena McKennitt tune recently, and you know, I've always understood, or long understood, the expression Swan Song is related to the finish of something, the death of something, but when I did that reaction to Lorena McKennitt, folks, or like someone in particular mentioned that, you know, swans, you know, in human cultures has often, or have often been a metaphor for death, like the end, the death of something. And so, you know, that was something that I perhaps understood intuitively, or at least based on a certain expression, but hadn't really thought about in a broader sense. So it all does seem to fit quite nicely. In any case, here we go. So Flying Raccoon Suit and their Swan Song. Walking on air, but it's getting thin. Is complacency so permanent? Leaving my wall... Is it wall or well? No, leaving my well wishes by the stairs. I like that line. Motivation's so hard to find. Your sympathy's no friend of mine. Over now, but was it ever there? My veins are running empty, but the emptiness feels right. Sunken faces staring through the glass, not meant to last. This constant headache, constant fear, constance ringing out from year to year. Whereas I think the first time I heard that, I thought it was ear to ear, which I suppose, you know, could still serve a similar, like, semantic function. But yes, the line is year to year. All as we were, clothes not made to weather. Creature comforts of my time, all pave the way to leave me blind. Remnants of the era, all taste bitter. My veins are running empty, but the emptiness feels right. Sunken faces staring through the glass, not meant to last. No perfect swan song, no defiance, nothing left to say. No perfect swan song, no defiance. Lay me down and turn the page. My veins are running empty, but the emptiness feels right. Sunken faces staring through the glass, not meant to last. I'm letting go. So yes, definitely an acceptance of what is happening, even if there is, I think, embedded in some of the phrases and lines, an acknowledgement that this wasn't what it was supposed to be. This wasn't what it looked like it was going to be, and the person has run out of energy, stamina, willingness to try again, and so on. So there's a pain and a melancholy to some of the lines, but also, I think, in a way, persistence, tenacity, forward-looking desire to turn the page, to move on, to let go, and by implication, maybe find something else. So, yeah, it's a song that I think has some nuanced emotions, and again, seeing the video and hearing some people involved with it, including members of the band, talk about it, it does seem like there's some autobiographical meaning here. So, once again, shout out to Flying Raccoon Suit, shout out to ska punk on vinyl in the modern decade and modern times. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.